Oh man, yeah. So I forgot we actually have to fucking get this shit over with. Um, basically have like another hour of fucking
This
content.
is London,
Oh
the
god.
capital of Pakistan, and currently there is a war going on between Pakistan and
Oh
India.
my
Now, a
god,
lot of
dude.
people are unaware.
Dude, why do I already know where this is going, dude? Like, we're literally not even 10 seconds, dude. Not even double digits, and I already know where this is going, dude. Like, oh my god.
A lot of people are unaware of exactly what's going on in the world, so we are here to teach everyone about society as a whole. So, in the capital of Pakistan, they are currently arresting people for Islamophobia. If you are Islamophobic, they will arrest you in the capital of Pakistan. Okay, chat just told me this is the capital of England. Really? I just looked it up on ChatGPT and it said that this is the most densely populated Pakistani city. Oh shit. Um, anyway, there's a war going on between India and Pakistan right now going on. So what I am trying to say is essentially, what happened was, from my perspective, there was a terrorist attack that took place in India,
The Terry attack.
perpetrated by people from Pakistan. India retaliated by bombing Pakistan, and now people are shooting down each other's fighter jets. People are at war. There's flames. There's battles, and we're gonna get all the lore for this conflict because apparently the Pakistani defense minister got
It's Armageddon, dude. It's Desert Storm over there.
mainstream media. So we are unironically going to be watching that man humiliate himself. Now, I do have to say this is chemical warfare because smelly people are fighting. That was a racist joke. I did it on purpose so that the racists in my audience could leave a like and subscribe. I know who I'm pandering to, and so now
I know who I'm
finding out now is
pandering to
recommended
is
me that they made
actually
this video.
fucking wild.
I do know a little bit about the history of India and Pakistan,
Oh,
and in regards to this conflict. But anyway, let's see what it's all about.
In April 2025, a peaceful tourist town in Kashmir.
Oh, it's always Kashmir, isn't it?
Always
So apparently the British pulled out in 1947, I think, and they basically broke India into two parts. Now there's India and Pakistan. Kashmir is in the center, and it's being fought over by both sides. That was kind of the incredibly condensed history lesson that I know. Pakistan is largely
This is all
Muslim,
shit that we
and,
fucking covered already.
India
We
is
beat these
largely
guys to the
Hindu,
punch again.
And racial violence. Streamer on the planet. Look at his last content. All right. Him covering someone
Thank
that
God
said
we don't have
fuck
to watch the
Jews,
full video.
obviously.
Shit.
Petty drama slop, as he likes to call it, a
Oh my
Trump
God,
interview.
Hassan.
This is him pushing false rape allegations against Tectone. I covered that. This is him pulling other false allegations against Asmongold. I covered that. This is Fox News talking about him. Slop, drama slop, more drama slop. All right, we got drama slop.
Drama slop.
We got AI drama slop. We got Bang Veer showed up in America. All right, so sure. Incompetent government. All right, nice. Yeah, he didn't mention the terrorist attack, and he didn't mention
Of course he
Israel's
wouldn't.
Israel.
Why the
India's
fuck would he, dude?
counterattack.
Why would he, dude?
He's not even talking about it. It's because he can't blame it on the Jews yet. Give him a week, he'll blame the Jews. Give him a week, he'll find a way. No Jews, no news for Hassan Piker.
2019, Indian Air Force jets crossed the border and bombed a terror training camp in Palakkad, Pakistan. This was unprecedented. The first airstrike on
shit.
Pakistani soil since 1971. Pakistan
Crazy, bro.
tourists like
Damn it,
always,
is the whole video
had
just
arrived
this?
to enjoy the mountains. Vehicle
Fuck.
Shit, usually. Oh, this is awful, man.
Probably should have
public
skimmed
trust
through
in
this,
the
huh?
government hit rock bottom, but did that
Second. So, the five
It's alright, this is
Indian
still another
jets
video I
that
want
were
to look
shot
at
down,
after this
that's
anyways.
not confirmed. Pakistan claimed it to look cool.
No proof. So can you provide more detail? Hold on. Can you provide more detail? And is this the response that your army spokesman threatened, or is there further action to come? Let's start with
shit.
this very specific.
Oh God, he made an error. He made an error. He made a mistake. They actually want proof. Oh God, never ask them for proof. It never works when
You're not gonna get it, dude. They're just
So
gonna
Pakistan
fucking
said he
start
shot
saying a
down
whole
500
bunch of
planes,
nothing
and he was like,
burgers,
no, he
complete
didn't, and now
dots
he's
for
asked for
proof.
proof, and he has nothing.
Even sending the proof.
Oh my God, that's crazy, dude. It's the same shit again. Where there was that hospital in Gaza that got bombed, And they immediately said Israel bombed our hospital. And, you know, of course, Hassan believes it immediately. And then it turns out that they bombed their own hospital and blamed it on Israel. Like, oh my God.
That's some fucking crazy shit. Can you imagine bombing your own hospital and then trying to blame it on somebody else, dude? What the
Sure,
fuck?
it didn't happen, I guess. God damn.
Allegation of 5 fighter jets shot down. Where's the evidence for that, sir?
It's all over the social media, on Indian social media, not on our
He says, source, trust me, bro. Source, social media. So go check Instagram, dude. Go check Iffy Darkblade 22719.
social media.
You're telling me that
Actual
the evidence
imbecile.
is social media?
Yeah, bro.
Dude, you
You're
have
late.
got to be shitting me. There's no way this is true. This is
Yeah, man. It's
humiliating.
100% true.
The debris of these jets fell into Indian occupied Kashmir, and it's all over Indian media today.
You're the defense
and they have
minister.
admitted their media has.
The reason to talk to you
Their
today, sir,
media-
it's not to talk about
Their media-
content all over social media. I'm sorry. It's not to talk about content all over social media. I'm asking you
man.
very specifically.
Online commentators
Oh
blasted the
my
misstep.
God, he got annihilated.
Yeah, he got
The
ass
defense
blasted,
minister
blasted
of
ass.
Pakistan is using freaking look on Twitter, bro, as an argument for evidence for the claim that they bombed these ships. Bro, India demands 10 bobs and 2 vagine from Pakistan, or else the strikes will continue.
With this person saying they are relying on social media as the source of information about what their own military has done. Wow. This commentator agreed, saying
That's
a laughing
crazy.
comedy show
There's
is
no
going
way,
on.
dude.
Who has made him the defense minister of Pakistan? And the situation was made even more bizarre after it was revealed that CNN published an article saying French intelligence confirmed Pakistan downed the French-made Rafale warplane that was being used by the Indian military. However,
Bro, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Fact check. No, they just lied.
Yeah,
This
that
is
guy
the
literally
problem,
got
bro.
turbo
There's
shot
so
on.
many lies, and so many people believe it. I thought this.
despite the
skip this
world's
shit.
media reporting on the downed craft. The
Sorry, I don't want to bore you like on some Naruto Shippuden shit, you know, where we keep rehashing the same clips we've already seen like fucking 30 times, you know. Just want to get to the meat and bones of it, you know, what we haven't seen or whatever. I do want to get his reaction though, like what he thinks.
Came after India struck what
Leave
they
him a like,
referred
too.
to as terrorist locations in Pakistan held Kashmir yesterday.
Okay,
Damn,
fair
there
enough.
goes my monetization.
So damn.
And the intensification of this conflict is making the world very nervous because both nations have
Fuck.
nuclear weapons.
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what everyone's literally cared about. That's what everyone's scared about.
Because it's not
Well,
going to be
never
just
would've happened
them.
If Trump was president, God
You know,
damn
it's
it.
not going to be just them that shoot the
Podcaster
nukes
Patrick
off.
Bet David.
Why don't you tell me the Islamic Kalima? They don't have it. Boom, kill them. Now, why does this matter? Because when you think about the top countries in the world with the most nuclear arsenal, you know where Pakistan and India are? Neck and neck. 1/6 place, which is India with 172. The other is 170. And by the way, do you know how a Pakistani official just responded to Al Jazeera named Faisal Kundi? You know what he said about nuclear weapons?
Yeah, Al Jazeera is a Qatar propaganda organization, basically.
Listen to this. Our nuclear bombs are not meant to be displayed in museums. We will use them if attacked by India. All is fair in love.
You
And
hear this guy? No, it's
Bro,
fucking
and you
not.
have actual retards
That's why there's
on
like,
the left
yeah,
criticizing Trump.
like this guy, yeah, like all these people criticizing Trump, and like this is why not everybody can have the same power that we all have, dude. Because not everybody's like competent enough to be able to wield that power and know the difference between, you know, just little skirmishes and, you know, actually needing to use a fucking nuke, dude. Like, do you even know what a nuke is, bro? Like, are you an idiot? Like, you're not just killing these people. You're going to damage the agricultural land. You're going to fucking make that place uninhabitable for, like, years. Like, and it's not just going to be you that launches a nuke. That's going to lead a spiral chain of events where everybody's going to start launching nukes. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Trump for saying he doesn't want Iran to get nuclear weapons. Are you all...
This is why not everybody can have nukes, because you have idiots like this that'll just threaten the use of nukes over every little thing, dude. Like, what do you mean?
insane? Oh my God. Are you all crazy, bro? You want Iran, the sponsor of terrorism, to get nuclear weapons?
Yeah,
this is
what?
the shit that they pull?
In war. He said this on April
Like,
30th.
yeah, bro, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these people are actually incompetent. Like, dude, that's why there's rules of war for a reason. Why do you think people get fucking, you know, court-martialed and held up in, like, you know, a war court? Because there's, you know, such a thing as called war crimes. You cannot just fucking, oh, all is love and war. No, dude, you're actually so incorrect. You're so wrong. You don't even know how fucking wrong you are, bro. What do you mean? Like, there is such a thing as, like, rules in war. Like, you can't just fucking, like, for instance, you cannot make bullets out of plastic. Because then when the fragments break into your body, how are they supposed to, you know, once you get brought back to the hospital, how are you supposed to get the, you know, the fragments out? You can't detect them with any machinery. At least with metal, you can. That's why they're made out of metal, so you could detect the fragments and pick them out. It's not because they're more dangerous. It's so you could strictly detect the fragments and get them out. Plastic would actually be more dangerous because then you won't be able to detect it and it's going to stay in your body, and then, you know, there's like a nickname for that. They call them the Walking Dead because then they'll just fucking the Living Dead or whatever. Because in, like, you know, a week or two, they'll just die because, you know, that shit caught up to their heart or whatever. Like the shrapnel caught up to their heart. The plastic
Face the
shit.
attack by India. This could escalate like this. And the reason why this has happened, a lot of people are talking about going back to, hey, when you think about, is this like a World War III possibility? Because we can't have those two guys go at it. Or is this more like Cold War, what happened where Russia was communism and they were behind all the Korean War, Vietnam War, all the, you know, even some of the war that was happening with the Iran-Contra, they're behind of it? Or is this more like, in this situation, China's behind everything because they're instigating Pakistan? Is U.S. all of a sudden going to get involved with this? Russia's kind of involved because they got a very good relationship with India. 60% of the military equipment that India uses, they bought from Russia, and 40% of the oil that Russia sells, India is the customer. So there's a very interesting dynamic going on here.
CNN report.
Yikes.
Yeah, I wonder.
To,
I kind of wonder if this is gonna fuck up the relationship between China and Russia, if there even was a relationship. Because, you know, if fucking China gets involved and they attack India, which is, you know, a customer of fucking Russia, that's fucking up Russia's economy, and they're not gonna take too kindly of that. So I feel like they'd want to, you know, retaliate, maybe come to India's aid. Because, like, you're not gonna fuck with our customer, dude. Because, you know, think about it. If they get fucking, if they start having to pour all their money into, you know, defending themselves in this war, there's not going to be enough money for them to buy shit from Russia. At least that's the way I'm thinking about it. So I feel like that's going to, you know, entice Russia to be like, yo, dude, China, you better fuck off, bro.
America is getting involved. I feel like it's important to mention this clip specifically. President DJ Vance said this.
Well, look, we're concerned about any time nuclear powers collide and have a major conflict. What we've said, what Secretary Rubio said, and certainly the president has said, is we want this thing to de-escalate as quickly as possible. We can't control these countries, though. Fundamentally, India has its gripes with Pakistan. Pakistan has responded to India. What we can do is try to encourage these folks to de-escalate a little bit, but we're not going to get involved in the middle of war that's fundamentally none of our business and has nothing to do with America's ability to control it. You know, America can't tell the Indians to lay down their arms. We can't tell the Pakistanis
no right
to lay down their arms. And so we're going to continue to pursue this thing through diplomatic channels. Our hope and our expectation is that this is not going to spiral into a broader regional war or, God forbid, a nuclear conflict.
Yeah, dude,
but sure,
fucking
we're
said,
worried about
JD.
these things, but I think the job of diplomacy, but also the job of cooler heads in
Yikes.
India and Pakistan, is to make sure this doesn't become a nuclear war. If
Cooler
it does,
heads
of course,
prevail.
it would be disastrous. Right now, we don't think that's going to happen.
He's right. Thank God. Thank God America's not sending troops into this war. Thank God. But yeah, technically he's right. Technically it's not America's business. That said, it's fucking scary. But technically it's not America's business, and I'm glad that that's kind of his. I'm glad that that's kind of his mentality. After he killed the last pope, I understand why he was. That was a joke. That was a joke.
Reporter Nick Robertson agrees, explaining Pakistan's government are not letting this go.
Yeah, we've heard a lot from government officials today, defense minister, the military officials speaking, and the prime minister. And the prime minister been on TV quite a lot, having a meeting with his National Security Committee, speaking to Parliament. But he gave an address to the nation a couple of hours ago. It was pretty kind of emotive stuff. And it was very clear. This is still headed towards the very clear potential for escalation. He said, India has to pay.
Damn.
The blood of our martyrs will be avenged.
The blood of our
The blood of our
will be
martyrs.
avenged.
What is this
There's
guy even
no
talking
way
about?
anyone could think that the person that said that is a good guy.
Yeah, like what?
Come on, man. Dude, I feel so bad for the civilians. I feel so bad for the civilians. These regimes are.
Yeah, I
run by
feel bad for these
fuckers.
people, dude.
Like, come on, bro.
These are the people in control of them
Oh,
and like
man.
basically lording over them.
Basically at a time and a place of our choosing, and that's pretty much the language the military here are using as well. The defense minister did say today that he wants to avoid an escalation, and although everything seems
That's
quiet
nice.
tonight, and it is at the moment, I think the country is on tenterhooks. There's been increased shelling across the line of control, that de facto border between the Indian and Pakistani bits of Kashmir. India says that 12 civilians have been killed on their side, dozens of others injured, and after the sort of dust settled in the overnight attack, which was just over 24 hours ago now, Pakistani officials say that 31 people were killed, and among them women and children, and dozens of others injured. So everyone now has a clear picture of what happened, and Pakistan's laid out its position.
Shit does suck, dude.
And it does seem to be a question of their move next.
Nick,
Yikes. Yeah, that's scary. Someone in my chat just told me to look this up and I didn't believe it, so I didn't want to say it out loud, but apparently it's true. Apparently this is a video from Pakistan where the Pakistani army of officers are openly participating in the funeral of terrorists.
Yeah.
That is scary and fucking horrible. Oh my god, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Apparently this ended up in the Senate.